Good evening. The fact that you have chosen to watch the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour this evening is proof enough for me that you are among the best and brightest of the American people. You demand the truth, and why shouldn't you? Openness, frankness, and candor have always flourished on the Smothers Brothers stage. It is in that spirit that I now say to you what I must. It's time to lay to rest this entire brothers business. They are not brothers. It has all just been a big lie, and an elaborate masquerade, if you will. And why? Well, quite simply because 30 years ago, people took a pretty dim view of two grown men living together. Sharing a common lifestyle, dressing alike, and singing children's songs. That was then. Thank God now is now. And we have finally come to see that the true measure of a man is not what he does behind closed doors, but rather what he says he was doing. Join me then, won't you, in accepting and enjoying Mr. Dick Smothers and his lovely wife, Tommy.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with Michael Davis, Fred Spurs, Gallagher, Kathy's Little Cats, Cole and Company, Tom Coon, Martin Mull, Pat Paulson, Diane Shore, Jim Stafford, and Larry Kanzler and his orchestra. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Smothers Brothers.
Thank you, and welcome to another night of primetime variety. Music, magic, juggling, comedy. We've got it all. And also something special for you yo-yo fans in the audience. So, now we'd like to begin this evening's entertainment with a song entitled Way Marie. Way Marie, Way Marie, quanto sogno che perciò fece. Un poco di te, we Marie, quando sogno che perciò te, mamma dormì, we Marie, sono che perciò Stop right now, I mean it. Just hold it. Thanks a lot.
What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? You know what's the matter.
I don't know what's the matter.
You didn't come in and interrupt me.
I wasn't supposed to come in and interrupt you.
I know you weren't supposed to, but you didn't.
What?
I said you didn't come in and interrupt me.
I wasn't supposed to come in and interrupt you.
You always come in and interrupt me when you're not supposed to.
You mean you wanted me to come in and interrupt you?
No, I did not want you to interrupt me.
Well, I didn't.
Well, that's the problem. I can't count on you for anything.
You didn't. All I was doing was just playing the song. And then I'm playing a song, and then you stopped me, and then
The reason is quite obvious. You distracted me, Tom. You distracted my mental concentration, and I forgot the chords because you didn't come in. It's your fault.
My brother doesn't know you don't know the whole song.
But
he didn't learn the song, and then you blame me. He blaming me. You don't know the song. I was singing it, and you stopped me because you didn't.
Well, I told you I can't even count on you to be stupid when you're supposed to be stupid.
What?
You can't do anything right.
I can't.
You can't even be wrong right.
Yes, I can.
You cannot.
Yes,
In fact, as you're so stupid, you can't even be stupid.
I can too be stupid.
You cannot.
I am so stupid.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Well, I just wanted to hear you say that.
Well, don't go around saying I can't be stupid if I want to.
I wouldn't dare put words into your mouth. Before we continue with the show, though, I do have a rather unpleasant announcement to make that Fred's Birds will not be appearing on the show tonight. I'm sorry. They're a terrific act, but you see, unbeknownst to myself, my brother booked Kathy's Little Cats on the same show. This is not a laughing matter. I'm quite serious. And Kathy's Little Cats will not be appearing either tonight because Kathy's Little Cats are no longer little. They're temporarily very fat. They're fat cats.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't apologize to me. Apologize to Fred.
I tried to talk to Fred, but he was...
Apologize. You know, do you have any idea how long it took Fred to train those birds?
It's not...
Tom, you know the mental acuity of birds. You're so closely attuned to them. You should have a great empathy. He taught them to fly and to jump up and down and to fly fast.
Not fast enough.
Now, that is not funny. Don't laugh at something like this. And you won't even believe this, but it's true. My brother put the birds and the cats in the same dressing room. Now, that is really stupid if you ask me. That's totally inexcusable.
I have an excuse, and it's not my...
There is no excuse.
It's not all my fault. See, Fred's birds were booked in the dressing room 6, and Kathy's cats were booked in dressing room 9. Well, I went down there to put the...
Well, that's plain. Put one in 6 and one in 9.
When I went down there, the 9, where the cats were, one of the little nails fell off the little 9 just fell down and looked like a 6, so I put Fred's Birds in. I didn't know the cats were in there. Someone did it. It looked like a 9. It was actually a 6 I got because it fell down.
Okay, that's the truth?
I feel terrible.
I know you did. Okay, Tyler, I'm sorry I was so
I love birds.
I know you love birds. And I'm sorry, and I apologize to Tommy for being so hot.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I know he didn't. My brother's a kind, gentle soul. He wouldn't hurt a living thing, and I know that. And he's a gentle person, and that's a very wonderful and unique thing to be today in this dog-eat-dog world that's out there.
I had nothing to do with the dogs. I didn't even know there were dogs involved. I have no recollection of any dogs at all. Okay, I was involved in the cat shredding, but it wasn't all my fault. I have no idea about what happened.
You just forget it. Now, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, tonight there will be no animal acts on the show, but we still do have, we think, a very great show for you. So let's meet our first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Cole and Company.
Sometimes I don't know what to believe. What food's good for you, what's not. But I guess I can believe reports from the National Cancer Institute. They say some studies suggest a high-fiber, low-fat diet may reduce the risk of some kinds of cancer. So I made some changes. Like eating Kellogg's All-Bran. Just 1 tablespoon of All-Bran has more fiber than a whole serving of most other cereals. Am I going to change what I eat for breakfast? You better believe it.
High fiber Kellogg's All-Bran.
Pepperidge Farm distinctive cookies. Everybody thinks their favorite is the best. They're right. This cold medicine gives you 12 hours of relief and comes highly recommended by pharmacists. But what 12-hour cold medicine do pharmacists recommend even more? Drixoral, the pharmacist's favorite.
These Italian gourmets will discuss internationally inspired Tyson gourmet selections. I shall translate. This chicken piccata is delicious. I agree. Tyson has 5 new gourmet selections. You don't say. Like beef tip champignon. Has Tyson ventured into lasagna? Yes, lasagna classica. It's a world of great tastes. Tyson gourmet selections. Next week, 2 French experts.
The reliable Nissan Sentra is loaded with the kind of human engineering people want. And for a limited time, Sentras come equipped with an added feature everybody wants: cash. Right now, you can get from $500 to $700 cash back from Nissan on Sentra 2 doors, 4 doors, hatchbacks, wagons, and sport coupes. All you have to do is decide which Sentra you want.
Now playing at South Fork.
You got 2 minutes to get off my ranch.
JR and Sue Ellen star in
You forgot these.
Divorce, Dallas Style, and on the same bill,
I want you to just stay out of my life.
Ray's affair has turned into
Ray, honey, it's me.
a fatal Dallas attraction, starting Friday at a TV near you.
Rich is gonna finally get what he deserves, in living color.
About to start, Grandmother.
Friday on Falcon Crest.
We're about to watch Richard Channing get hung up by his heels.
Like I'm going to an execution. My, bloodthirsty today.
Falcon Crest, Friday on CBS.
AIDS is a killer that does not discriminate. All Americans need to know the basic facts. Write AIDS, Box 14252, Washington, D.C. 20044.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you're back because I have so much fun introducing this gentleman. Every week he's been on our show, and we're so lucky to have him. He's a major talent and a major star in his own mind. Our good buddy, Mr. Jim Stafford. Come on.
Thank you very much, Dickie, and your lovely wife, Tom. You know, there's different kinds of love in the world. The love of a man for a woman, the love of a brother for a brother, and the love of a cat for a bird. This song is about a special kind of love that has touched us all. Say your girl asks you over to meet Mama and Papa. She tells them that she thinks you're nice. You'd better listen to what I'm gonna tell you and follow this friendly advice. Don't pet the dog. Don't pet him, whatever you do. He ain't been fixed. He knows some tricks that'll sure make a fool out of you. Don't pet the dog. He gets it confused with romance. Leave him alone, or the next thing you know, he'll be taking your leg to the dance. You ought to see the video on this sucker. You know, I wonder what it is about people and dogs. Everybody loves dogs, and they're all proud of dogs, and yet for some reason, a dog has it in them to confuse a human leg with another dog, and then not really give a damn. You never see them jump back like they made a mistake. A dog commits. They just Velcro themselves to your leg and flip on their little blender, and they're off and running. And there's nothing you can do. You're helpless. You're absolutely helpless with a dog when they're... Why, if you try to kick them off, they get excited. You know what mystifies me the most about that whole deal? When you're alone with a dog, you can't get one of them to do that. Hey, you know, this song has sing-along written all over it. Would you join me and sing this song? If you don't know the words, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you the words as we go along. Let's try it. Oh, don't pet the dog. Don't pet the dog. Don't pet him whatever you do. Don't pet him whatever you do. He ain't been fixed. He ain't been fixed. He knows some tricks. He knows some tricks that'll sure make a fool out of you. Let's all sing. Here we go. Oh, don't pet the dog. Don't pet the dog. He gets it confused with romance. He gets it confused with romance. Yeah, that's it. Leave him alone. I say everything like that. Leave him alone. Or the next thing you know, he'll be taking your leg to the dead. Ladies and gentlemen, about a month ago, we had a very funny man who could juggle on the show. Everybody liked what he did, so we asked if he'd come back and do some more. And he said, sure, if we'd do him one favor. If we would say his name 3 times. Michael Davis, Michael Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Davis.
Hello, I'm Michael Davis. I'd like to say what a great pleasure it is to be back on the show. I know I'm breaking one of the rules of show business by referring to these notes. And I don't want you to think that every word I'm saying is written down, because the most important thing is spontaneity. Another rule number 2, is very important, and I learned that from the Smothers Brothers, and that is to be topical. So I'd like to be topical. You know, this summer, President Reagan and Premier Gorbachev are having a big meeting to discuss weapons reductions. And I think the American public is for that. How did we get so many sophisticated and complex weapons that we never want to use? I think we should dismantle these weapons and get back to basics. I think we should give everybody one of these. This seems like deterrent enough. Everybody will be equal. And that's why everybody will want one of these. This is Mr. Axe. He has two heads in one. Everybody will have one of these, and everybody will have one of these. That's why I'll get one of these. This is called proliferation. But our leaders assure us that proliferation is not dangerous as long as these weapons remain in competent hands. And won't endanger future generations. We must remember that these weapons can be dangerous to all forms of life on this planet. Razor sharp. Ping! There was a time I would pluck one hair and cut it. But I did this too many times. Don't laugh. Nothing wrong with a proceeding forehead. A sign of optimism. But now that I have all these weapons, what good are these weapons if you don't use them? So to deploy this system, what I've got to do is place this axe on my foot, kick the axe high in the air, throw the knife, Stow the cleaver. Run like hell. Launching the weapon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. What a great crowd. Now you can see how much concentration this takes. One slip, I give a whole new meaning to the word disarmament. Disarm go here, disarm go there. You want to see danger. Danger. Warning. You know, there's something I wish I'd given more thought to before I started this weapons buildup. Stopping. Because once you do this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. If I was really good at this, I could do this and even look away. I wish I could stop. I wish I could quit. I wish I could freeze.
Thank you, Michael. You know, it takes more than a great voice to be a great singer. It takes heart, soul, and honest emotion. Please welcome to the Smothers Brothers Show, two-time Grammy Award winner, Diane Shure.
Well, I'm climbing high mountains, trying to get home. Yes, I'm climbing higher mountains, trying to get home. Yes, I'm climbing higher mountains, Lord, I'm climbing every day. Yes, I'm climbing high mountains, trying to get home. Oh, the road's been a little rocky on my way home to meet my Jesus. The road's been a little rocky on the way home. Yes, the road's been a little rocky on my way out of the mountain. Yes, the road's been a little rocky on the way home. I'm going up the rough side of the mountain, trying to get home. I'm going up the rough side of the mountain, trying to get home. I'm going up the rough side of the mountain on my way. I'm going up, 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 up. I can feel it, yeah, one step at a time. Feel the spirit, oh, feel the spirit, oh. I'm going up, 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 yes, I'm climbing, climbing, I'm climbing, climbing. Can't you see that I'm climbing? Hallelujah, hallelujah, climbing, climbing, I'm climbing higher mountains, trying to get high. Hey,
Diane Shure. And we'll be right back. Don't go away. There's more.
It's from Jill. Happy Mother's Day. Hang in there, Mom. Jill is so different from Catherine. Catherine took ballet. Jill took up baseball. Catherine played the cello.
Jill played the stereo.
Here's one from Catherine. Now that I'm a mother, I hope I can do it as well as you did. I really miss those two. I guess we did a pretty good job.
Hallmark, the place to go for Mother's Day when you care enough to send the very best.
Dentuaries. Now everybody's calling me the Fresh Mouth. Thanks to Super Strength Polydent Green. It's got a minty mouthwash ingredient, so it freshens up dentures as it cleans tough stains. Try Super Strength Polydent Green, the mouth-freshening clean. Ah.
You need a high-powered hold for styles on the move. So I designed the Alberto European hairspray with ultra-fine mist that sprays on dry to hold under demanding conditions. Get high-powered hold.
Ooh, Alberto.
Oh! There's good things in the middle of old cereal. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, what a taste!
Those nuts and honey.
There's good things in the middle of old cereal.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, what a taste!
The Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour will continue.
Get ready, Jake.
Excuse me?
And the Fat Man.
What?
You're still on CBS.
Really?
Yeah, tonight.
You believe that?
And you're next.
That's the spirit. It's opening night, and the play's not only a flop.
Everybody's a critic.
It's murder, she wrote.
So cliche.
Then, it's his last and greatest case of all, when Magnum becomes his own client and attempts to solve his mysterious past. You know what's happened before, but you can't imagine what happens now.
Higgins, admit it. You're Robin. You are Robin Masters.
The 2-hour movie that wraps it all up. Sunday, Magnum, the final story.
This is CBS.
The big Nissan cashback program is still going. You can still buy a Sentra and get from $500 to $700 cash back from Nissan, or any Stanza and $1,000 cash back, or any standard pickup or hard body special and $500 cash back from Nissan. So come in now, while we've still got cars and cash.
See your Greater Cincinnati Nissan dealers today.
Your legs.
Yes.
They feel different.
You noticed.
They feel silky.
Yes.
Soft.
That's true.
Well, how did you do it?
Introducing Epilady. Epilady's not a shaver. Epilady removes hair at the root, and that lasts 2 to 3 weeks.
I've never felt legs so sexy.
That's what everyone says.
Right.
Available at Lazarus department stores.
At home with viewers on the next Oprah Winfrey Show.
Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the mettle of a man meets its greatest test when that man is called upon to run for public office. For over 20 years, the mettle of our next guest has been tested to the limit.
Welcome. You know, I feel really bad about the birds, but never.
Tommy, this is the time. Come on, then.
Welcome our own presidential candidate, Patrick Layton Paulson.
Take it away.
Well, you've done it again, America. Out of 250 million people, you've narrowed down the presidential race to George Bush and Michael Dukakis. Tweedledum and Tweedledummer. I'm not counting Jesse Jackson out. A lot of people say they wouldn't mind having a black for president, but they say Jackson's not the right black. Well, who is? Mike Tyson? You tell Mike Tyson he's not the right black. Now, for 20 years, you've looked past the obvious. Over here. In 1968, you chose Richard Nixon over me. And what did you get? Riots in the streets, women burning their bras, and the Beatles broke up. Now, if I'd been elected president, I would have done everything in my power to keep the Beatles together. In 1972, you chose Nixon over me again. And what did you get? Ford. And what did Ford do? Pardon Nixon. Well, pardon me. In 1976, you chose Jimmy Carter over me. And what did you get? The energy crisis. Now, if I'd been elected president, there would not have been an energy crisis. Why? Well, I'm not going to tell you because you didn't vote for me. In 1980 and 1984, you made me the choice Well, you made Ronald Reagan the choice over me, actually, and what did you get? A 50% increase in criminal activity. And that was just in his cabinet. God knows what's in his closet. If I were president, I would have called the cops. That brings us to 1988. It's your last chance, America. What this country needs is a simple man. Someone who acts like a president. Someone who talks like a president. Someone who looks like a president. Now, you can fool some of the people all of the time, and you can fool all of the people some of the time. But if you could just fool one little person one little time, what a wonderful world this would be. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Cole and Company. Once again, it's time for the old Yo-Yo Man. That's right. The Yo-Yo Man is here tonight. There he is. All right. You hear that? That kind of reaction could put you in a state of yo. Are you in a state of yo? He is. You see that? He said, yes, I am. Move over there, Yo-Yo Man, and get in that group. Now, we've been getting a lot of letters from viewers about those old yo-yo contests they used to hold. Well, since the 1920s, millions and millions of kids have participated in yo-yo contests all over America. And tonight, we have a special treat for you. The gentleman who helped my brother achieve the state of yo. Isn't that right? He says, yes, I'm right. He is also the man who designed and perfected the world's finest yo-yo. And tonight he's going to demonstrate the 8 basic tricks you perform in all the yo-yo contests. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Tom Kuhn, Dr. Yo. Okay, Dr. Yo, you ready to go? You in a state of yo? He says he's in a state of yo. Now I know where you got that. Okay, here we go. Start off with number 1, which is called the spinner or sleeper. It's a very simple trick. These tricks are simple, but they're school tricks. You have to do them all. That's right. And a jerk of the finger up to the palm of the hand. He's the yo-yo man. Walk the dog now, Dr. Yo. Walk the dog. You can do that. Now watch how casually he walks the dog. What's assurance? Is the yo-yo spinning? Yes, sirree. Back up to the palm of the hand. Let's see you do number 3, breakaway. The breakaway. The breakaway. Breakaway is simple, but it's a side mount. Look at it. It defies gravity. Out there spinning and holding. Look at that. All right, number 4, over the falls. Very well done. You see, my brother is just so thrilled to be in the presence of his guru. Over the falls. Do it again, Doctor. Over the falls. Okay, number 5, around the world. Around the world, Doctor. Dr. Yo goes around the world, around and around and around. Complete control. A lot of kinetic energy stored in that spinning mat. Remember, the trick's not complete unless it comes back to the palm of the hand. Okay, now let's see. It's number 6 is around the corner. Around the corner, Doctor. Around the corner. Now watch very carefully. This is a tricky one. Oh, that's a sharp corner, Doc. He's doing just fine. Number 7 is Rock the Baby. You've seen my brother Tom do Rock the Baby. But watch this. This is a very upper-class baby with a very fancy. Oh, he's going to do the regular one. Okay. That's Rock the Baby Cha-Cha-Cha. That's close to child abuse, but that's all right. In the hands of the doctor. Okay, number 8, the last one is Loop the Loop. Now, in the contest where there's more than one contestant still in the competition, they have a playoff or a Loop the Loop off. It's called Loop the Loop. He does a lot of those. Now, when you learn the 8 basic tricks of yo, like the doctor just showed you, you could then try to achieve a state of yo. You can become a yo-yo man. Then you can actually try to do the spectacular tricks. You're equipped, isn't that right, Doctor? Basically equipped to try the spectacular tricks that you can do. And we'll show them to you. Drum roll, please. All right, this is called the double or nothing. Prepare yourself, Doctor. This is a very difficult trick. All right. Very well done. Keep the drums going, because that's not all. He's going to do another one called Splitting the Atom. Doctor, Splitting the Atom, the daring and dangerous Splitting the Atom. He did it, clean. Excellent. All right, you get out there, yo-yo man. You get out there too. Ladies and gentlemen, the master and the student will perform for the first time anywhere in the world together. Dr. Tom Kuhn and Tom Smothers, the Yo-Yo Man, are going to have a drag race. That's right, you heard me right. A drag race with 2, not 1, but 2 yo-yos. All right, gentlemen, put the yo-yos in your hands. In your hands. Are you ready for the drag race? They say they are. Gentlemen, start your yo-yos. Okay, they're revving the yo-yos up. Okay, are they ready? On the mark, get set, go! All right. All right, Dr. Tom Kuhn is without a doubt the winner. Let's hear it for Dr. Tom Kuhn, Dr. Yo, and my brother Tom Smothers. He is the Yo-Yo Man. All right, there they go. And by the way, the Yo-Yo Man will be back next week, or maybe the week after, who knows. But he's a regular visitor here. We'll be right back.
The shredded wheat nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats helps me win the race. But the kid in me thinks the tasty side takes first place.
The data shows the shredded wheat is very good for me. But the kid in me finds the frosted side a delicious discovery.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats. Shredded wheat nutrition you want as a grown-up. Delicious frosting the kid in you just won't give up.
The nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats deserves a spotlight. But the kid in me thinks the delicious frosting is really out of sight.
Come on in to the freshness of sunshine. Sunrinse Fresh, new from Downy.
Come on in to Sunrinse Fresh. A light, downy feeling, fresh and sunny, downy feeling.
Now a light new freshness rinsed all through, like hanging your wash in the sunshine. New Sunrinse Downy with the fluffiest softness.
Come on in, it's Sunrinse Fresh. Downy feeling, sunny feeling.
Downy, April Fresh, and light new Sunrinse Fresh too.
Come on in to the sunshine.
Clear Eyes has more for your eyes. Clear Eyes not only removes redness fast, its extra ingredient moisturizes to leave eyes refreshed, relieved, and sparkling clear. Clear Eyes removes redness and moisturizes too.
If you're a woman who's used Correctol, there's something you should try. Today's Correctol. Oh, it's still as gentle as it always was, but now it's even more effective. Today's Correctol still works gently overnight, but now even more effective.
Days going by too fast to hold them. I say that I care. It's time that I showed him. Hold this moment, make it last. Before the present becomes the past. Make time stand still.
In a world where time waits for no one, you can stop it and hold it with the Polaroid Spectra system.
Make time stand still.
Thank you. We're glad to be back. And I really have a lot of pleasure in introducing this next guest. He's a gentleman we've worked with throughout the years many, many times. He's one of the most talented gentlemen in Hollywood. Not only is a singer, a dancer, a comedian, a writer, a poet, he's just a great all-around guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Martin Mull.
Please sit down. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Don't leave things half finished. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's all I've really done on that. I should probably finish it up. You seem to like it. You know, this is the first time in 8 years that I have worked with Tommy and Dickie, and even though I was a huge hit on the show back then, I'm a little hesitant to just come out here and repeat the same darn material I did 8 years ago. That kind of thing obviously works for Tom and Dick, bless their hearts, but it scares me. I have a career to think about, so. And I realize that times change and people's ideas change about what they think is funny, so I kind of thought before we went any further, it might be a good idea to do a little comedy test here. And just to make doubly sure that you and I are on the same wavelength. Comedy, as you know, comes in two different categories, really, 1 and 2. And what I'll do is, I'll give you an example of each type, and then we'll just see where we stand. Here's an example of type 1, a story that I've always thought was, well, pretty darn amusing. It seems, as you probably know, that Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau were very, very good friends. And it came to pass, as you know, that at one point Thoreau was jailed for his acts of civil disobedience. Okay, that's not the joke. It's just true. Well, anyway, okay, so Thoreau is in the Slammer, in the Gray Bar Hotel, okay? And of course, Emerson, his best friend, he hears about this, and so he rushes down to the jail to see his best friend, who wouldn't. And Thoreau doesn't know he's coming or anything. Or maybe he did. I don't know. It's really not important to the story. But let's say he didn't. Okay, again, forget it. That whole part doesn't matter. So, all right, Thoreau is in his cell. Okay, and so in walks Emerson. Emerson takes one look at his friend, and he just can't believe his eyes. And he says, Henry, what are you doing in there? Okay, right? Oh, dear. And Thoreau, you know, hears this, and he looks right back at him with this really straight face, and he says, well, Ralph, what are you doing out there? Okay, that's type 1. Here's an example of type 2. These two fat black Mexican lesbians walk into a paid toilet. One of them's just eating a can of baked beans. Fine, I think we now understand each other pretty well. Pretty good idea who you are. You're the kind of folks who obviously, well, you're the kind that would actually enjoy the magic of Cole and Company. So, ladies and gentlemen, as Cole and Company prepare for their final illusion, I want to take this opportunity to mention that none of their magic uses trick photography. At any time, what you see is actually happening. Now Cole & Company present their classic of classics, Sawing a Woman in Half.
There's only one person I know who is smart enough to invent something this silly. Please welcome Gallagher.
Well, thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Gallagher.
You know, smart, silly, it's all part of being an American. Being inventive, like this Rolodex watch that I've invented here.
Fantastic!
You see, America, we build a better mousetrap. Now, let me show them a better mousetrap here. Now, here's your better mousetrap. It's a set of stairs, a razor blade, and a piece of cheese. Now, stick with me on this. The mouse goes up the steps, smells the cheese, hangs his head over, and slices his throat. You're right, it's too cruel. It wouldn't pass strict government safety standards. OSHA would make me put in a handrail. And I got the non-slip on the steps. And of course, you can't leave food out. So I put a saw blade up here, and the idea now is the rat goes up the steps and looks and looks and looks. I know what you men are saying. We don't want a dead rat. We want a woman. Well, I got ways of scooping them up too, boys. I know what a woman likes. A woman likes this electric watermelon. Yeah, they really love I know what a man likes, too. When he's driving along, he doesn't have his seatbelt on, the cop goes by, you quick, hang this on. Then you can die like you want to. Like an American flying through the windshield. with a beer in your hand. A beer in one hand, ingenuity in another. Put them together, and what do you got? A beer gun. Isn't this great, men? You shake it up, you shoot it again. I know what America wants. America wants to see Tammy Baker pole vaulting. So, we've got Tammy here. Are you ready to go, girl? Get them legs going. Here she goes, here she goes, here she goes. She's gone. Apple computer. Baby on board. This is not crap. This is a great place to hide your house key. See, anybody looks underneath your doormat, who's going to look under your... You think it's easy to come up with new things in this modern world? You think it's easy to be an American, to get into things, to get into things a new way, a way no one has done it before? It's not easy. I'm trying to reproduce. Thank you.
How's it going, Gallagher?
Well, it's going pretty good till you showed up. I was trying to tell everybody how original and different I am, and...
Well, you know, I feel bad about the birds. That's what I feel bad about.
Well, you know, Tom, the dinosaurs are extinct now, too.
I don't know anything about the dinosaurs. I don't even know what dressing room they're in. I really have no idea where they are. You know what the point is? That,
If breakfast were as it was meant to be, it would be a centuries-old balance of fruits, grains, and nuts. The breakfast Europeans called muesli. Now muesli comes to America as Kellogg's Mueslix. Oats, wheat, rice, corn, barley, raisins, dates, and hazelnuts. Kellogg's Mueslix. 5 grain or bran. What breakfast was meant to be.
This is it. Your day in the sun. You've got experience, talent. You know that being hungry isn't enough. You gotta have equipment you can depend on. The charcoal that brings power and consistency to your game. Then, and only then, can you bask in the glow of victory. Kingsford charcoal, what the pros use.
It tickles you so big, I tell you, it's... Ooh! I think it's gonna tickle you so big, you're just gonna...
My, what people are saying about Reuniti Blush. The taste that tickles you pink.
Have you ever seen homemade taste? With Prego, you see the basil. With Ragu.
I can't see it.
With Prego, you see the oregano. With Ragu.
I can't see it.
So why buy Ragu?
I can't see it.
Prego, homemade taste, you can see it.
Thursdays. It's shocking,
Provocative, eye-opening, a bold and in-depth look behind today's headlines. 48 hours. Then, when you get that feeling for something daring and different...
Advertising like this doesn't grow on trees.
No, it just makes them lush and full of fruit. Call on Simon & Simon. And when desire, ambition, and betrayal mix...
People get crazy.
On Knots Landing, Thursdays prime time on CBS.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. We'd like to sing for you a song that was a great big hit in the early 50s, sung by the Ames Brothers, and it's entitled No Moon at All.
By the Smothers Brothers.
By the Smothers Brothers. No moon at all, what a night. Even lightning bugs have dimmed their lights. Stars have disappeared from sight and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect place to park and there's no moon at all. One atmosphere for inspiration, dear. One kiss should make it clear that tonight is bright and bright moonlight. Hold it, hold it.
I just wait a second. I was thinking about the look on Fred's face.
Well, you forget, Fred, that is a
No.
sick. You stop the
I'm talking
song.
about the Dickie. Look
What?
at me. I'm your brother.
I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at the face of Fred when he gets down to his dressing room and finds out what I have left in his dressing room. I have left 12 of the most beautiful little birds for Fred.
You did.
So he'll have a brand new act. It's
Oh,
the
that's very
cutest.
nice.
He's going to be so happy
Which
when I see his
which
face.
dressing room did you put him in?
Not going to make that same mistake with the 6 and the 9. I put those new little birds in dressing room 7. No way you can mistake 7.
That's right. Where are the cats?
In dressing room L.
Well, that's it for our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And we'd like to thank our guests, Michael Davis, Gallagher, Holden Company, Tom Coon, Martin Mull, Pat Baltic, Diane Shure, Jim Stafford, and Tom and I. We thank you all. See you next week.
Shots are fired, but the victim is already dead. A crippled man seems able to walk. The intriguing clues confronting Jake and the Fat Man. As Robert Kulpka stars an exciting mystery drama next on CBS.
This is Roger Carroll speaking for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. Good night.
Saturdays, the